Some chefs come to us once in a lifetime. The flavors that they create, a step forward, showing others what's possible. Like Wayne Gretzky did for hockey, Carlos Santana, guitar riffs for baby boomers, Nicki Minaj for rap music. They push the boundaries and frankly create new boundaries. But Andy was like this for the culinary world. You see, the thing about Andy, though, is that he can only channel this level of greatness. How do I say this? When he's absolutely fucking wasted. When I first met Andy, he was hitting on me obnoxiously in the most disgusting bar I'd ever been to. But then he pulled out a handful of spaghetti that he'd been carrying around in his coat pocket. He said he cooked it the night before. I was intrigued. It was the single best thing I'd ever eaten. And this is just the stuff that he carries around with him in his coat pocket. I said to myself, who is this guy? What else is this guy capable of? I've seen him when he's sober, and when he's sober, he can't even boil a pot of water. But when he is drunk, he just starts combining flavors that together you would think would taste like hot shit. You'd have to be a dog that's only eaten other dogs' assholes. I want to puke. I throw up a bit in my mouth, and I swallow it. And that's what I think the food will taste like, but then it tastes like heaven. Brilliant. His flavors, they transform you. It's like you're on drugs. It's like you're a Burning Man and it's raining rain. And it's cooling you down. He is the only one in the food space who is experimenting with flavors like this. This is why I wrote about him in my column. And I dubbed him the Slop King.
I first met Andy, we worked together at Chili's, actually. He would show up at the lunch rush, half cut, and run in and be like, you guys ready for flavor? Or, I'm here to make your tongues come. He would take the items we had, baby back ribs, a jalapeno popper, a bloomin' onion that he brought from Outback Steakhouse. He takes it all, throws it in a Vitamix, and he gives it to the customers. They didn't know what it was, but they drank it, and it blew their fucking minds. I mean, this guy put cup of noodles on a plate. He didn't even cook it. He can't just be satisfied with a meal. He wants the world. He wants to make your tongue come. I went to culinary school. I bled. I burned myself. I did the work. This guy just gets fucked up on peach schnapps, and he's better than I'll ever be.
We were married for, I want to say, 3 years. We actually got married in an Arby's, and he brought his own food. It was French fries and mozzarella sticks with chocolate sauce. It was like living with a 36-year-old frat boy, except every time I would taste that slop he made, it was why I fell in love with him in the first place. It was his expression of love, of passion. He spoke poetry through his food, even though it was what a 6-year-old would consider food. And it was. If I had $1 for every time I woke up with a mouthful of chicken cacciatore and Cheeto dust, I'd have $17. He called it a mouth marinade. It was phenomenal. Whenever he would try and quit drinking, he would lose his talent, so he'd start drinking again and it would come back. It was a vicious cycle. I think they call it the curse of the genius.
He was dim, but smart.
Why isn't he the most famous chef in the world?
I hate to say it, but he made my tongue come. He watched my tongue come. And I loved it.
Name a better chef. Chuck Freeze from the Buck and Chuck?
History will remember the Mavericks. Albert Einstein, Jean Chrétien, Big Bird, Chef Andy, the Slop King. Is he dead?